name is Amy, or Amy Louise. Welcome to my channel. If you are new, welcome. If you are returning, welcome back. It is a Saturday night, my husband is at work, my child is in bed, and I am going to be putting half a bottle of foundation on my face. So recently there has been a little bit of a trend going about that was started, I believe, by Meredith Duxberry, I think that's her name, over on TikTok. She's got Instagram. She's a stunning, so beautiful girl, and her skin is amazing before she puts anything on it. But the thing that's got her noticed is just the amount of foundation that she applies. I'm not talking one, but two different foundations plus half a tub of powder, concealer. It goes on. She puts literally like an inch thick of makeup on her face, which to me is very wasteful. It hurts my heart a little bit, just to see like the amount of product that she uses, especially when she does not need it. But nobody ever needs that much. Obviously it's personal preference, and when you're on camera you can get away with wearing that much makeup, but in real life you cannot. It looks very different in real life. On camera it looks glowy and airbrushed and perfected. In real life you just look like you've got 3 different foundations on your face and it looks horrible. I know that from personal experience. Back in the day when my acne was at its worst, I used to go in with 2, 3, sometimes 4 different foundations plus concealer just to try and cover my acne before I learned how to actually cover my acne. I'm talking when I was 13, 14, 15, before I really learned how to cover my acne, before I went to college and learn and I did my training and everything like that. I thought the more product I put on, the more I hid it. In reality, and like looking back, it was still very, very obvious. So I've kind of got this knowledge from past experience plus what I can do now, where I know I don't need that much foundation, but I still want to try it. I know what the outcome's going to be, but I want to show you guys what it is, or hopefully try and show you what it looks like in real life, but while you've seen it on camera. Basically, I'm doing this so you don't have to. So the thing that she does from looking at her videos is moisturizing, so I'm going to do that first. I don't have the one that she has. I'm going to go in with my Cerave or Cerave moisturizing cream. I've talked about this so much on my channel. I love this and the salicylic one, this one too. I'm not using this because when I wash my face I'm going to take all this off and then I'll use my salicylic one as my nighttime routine. So I'm going to quickly pop this on. Okay, full disclosure, I've got my brows on and I've got my eye makeup on because literally 2 minutes before filming this I decided I was going to film this, so I just quickly took my base makeup off. And now we get into the makeup. She always goes in with a thicker consistency foundation, so I'm just going to go in with this Revolution matte base. If you want to see a full wear test on this, I do have a video of this up on my channel already. I did a 14-hour wear test with this and she puts on so much. I'm going to do it the way she does it. So this feels so wrong already. So she applies it on the back of her hand and then she mixes it with a makeup brush, which I'm guessing is just to kind of show off the fact that she's using so much, and then applies it to her face. So right now I feel like I am actually using a trowel. I've never used this much foundation on my nose probably in my entire life. And then with her hands she rubs it in. I've said this before, there's nothing wrong with rubbing your foundation in with your hands, so unbelievably, I feel like this isn't even enough foundation to do this trend justice. It's not blended at all, but we're gonna keep going ahead. She then seems to take a very runny liquid foundation. I don't have any in like a pipette at the minute, so I'm just gonna go in with my, what is this, Wet n Wild Dewy Foundation. I love this, and she applies this everywhere. Now if you're not new to my channel, you know how much I'm gonna hate this next step. She goes in with a beauty sponge. This one is my Primark sponge. Usually I like a brush, but when in Rome. I literally did this so often, not with a beauty sponge, but with my hands. So often growing up, thinking that this was the only way that I could cover my acne. And let me tell you, I was so wrong. Like, even now, just thinking back, I know and I knew that everyone could see my acne. I got bullied for my acne quite extensively. Okay, so that is step 2. Next is step 3. Step 3 is the most ridiculous amount of concealer known to man plastered all over your face. So she goes here, here, here. I'm gonna dip it back in. I don't need to, but I know that I need to for this. Do I have to say anything? This hurts my soul. This girl, by the way, is stunning. I can't remember if I've said this or not, but she is gorgeous. She does not need even a 1/10 of this amount of product. Okay, let me tell you, this has took like 10 minutes just to blend out my concealer. Every time I blend it, it just seems to, it just sits on my skin. It does not feel nice at all. It's literally just, I cannot work this much product into my skin. I have had to go from the butt of the sponge to the tip, the pointed end, to try and blend this out of it, and I'm not gonna lie, it does soak up the product into the sponge. I'm sorry, but I just physically, I was just moving product around my face. And then she sets her face with the absolute most amount of powder ever. I'm gonna go in with my Beauty Bakery Flour Powder just because I don't use this that often and I kind of want to use it for once. So I always take the grid out of my loose powders. I'm not a fan of the stoppers, sorry. So I'm just gonna powder my entire face and see what happens. Now this technique, even just doing it, just feels very stage makeup, drag queen, just very thick, a very heavy, very stage performer-esque makeup. this makeup would look amazing under studio lights, a ring light, soft boxes, camera lighting. That's the kind of deal it would. In real life, however, because it is so thick and heavy and it is just sitting on top of my skin, it's not wiped into my skin, it's just gonna emphasize pores, it's gonna emphasize texture, imperfections, any kind of anything on your skin. This isn't me bashing anyone that does their makeup like this. It is definitely not. Like I said, I used to do this myself. Let's go in with bronzer because she does seem to really like her bronzer and her blush and her highlight. She likes everything. I'm going to go in with my Morphe Glamour Bronze and let's go wild because you've got so much product on. You've got no definition to your face. If you feel like you just can't get your skin looking its best, I promise if you check out my other videos where I'm not doing this, you will see you can make your skin look amazing without going to these lengths. I have a lot of scarring, I have acne. I've had acne since I was 10 years old. So for me, I've learned the best ways to battle that, cover that. And then of course blush. So this is my Beauty Bay Coral blush. And like I said, she really enjoys everything. So we're going heavy. And then a crap ton of highlights. So I'm going to go in with Beauty Bay Glaze. This is like one of the most blinding highlighters I own. And it's probably one of the cheapest. Oh, can we, oh my god. So apparently, like, can we see this? Okay, so I was actually asked to do a video about broken palettes. So apparently that's coming next. I can't believe this. Wow, okay. And I'm going to go in with a dense highlighter brush. This is the Morphe E48. Oh my god, I have an itch. And I feel like I can't itch it because I've got so much makeup on. Like, to me, this is a lot of makeup. I love a full cake face, like pound the crap out of my face with like the amount of product on my face. And this feels a lot. Like, this just feels way too excessive. Oh, my face is itchy. Oh my god. Oh. Oh my god, my face feels ridiculously itchy. It's really uncomfortable. Okay, just for the sake of actually having something on my lips, I'm gonna go in with Fudge by Surfx Revolution. Does anybody else have these lipsticks and think that they're kind of like chocolate and just melt a little bit too quick and easy? So the second these come in touch with like your skin, your lip, it melts. Like, it's literally melting. It's crazy. Okay, so this is a lot of makeup. I'm gonna get my camera and come closer so that you can see what this is like in like up close and personal. So give me a sec. Wow, I've got powder everywhere. Okay, so the lines under my eyes way worse than normal, but you can see, like, you can see the texture on my skin, way more than you normally can. It feels so thick. It feels like an inch thick of makeup. I'm not a fan, but let's go ahead and see a comparison. Okay, so I'm gonna take, oh my god, my face is so itchy. I'm gonna take a cotton round and some micellar water. I pretty much only use this for cutting creases, and so yeah, let's just go ahead and take off half of my makeup. If you go onto my channel, I have a short from a few days ago doing the Mondays by Mitchell look, where you can see half of my makeup as like normal, like how I usually do it, and then the other half is completely bare. Okay, so that is pretty much all of it off. I think that's all of it off. I think that's as good as like micellar water is gonna do. You can see there is a massive difference. You can see all my acne scarring. Do I have anything active? No. No, so all this is acne scarring, and you can see that I have a lot of it, and it is all over my face. My skin is not perfectly smooth. It is not, you know, anywhere close to like what someone would aspire to have their skin looking like, and I'm not like boohoo me kind of thing. Like, I really don't care at this point. Like, I've had bad skin for as long as I can remember, pretty much. It's not something that bothers me anymore like it used to. It's not something that I have an issue with anymore. Thankfully, like, I've got to that point where like I'm married, I have a child, like it doesn't affect me. Plus I have ways of covering it. When I want to have it covered, I can very easily. If you want to see how, check out like any of my other videos pretty much. I have videos showing how I do my base makeup for different occasions. I've got full glam, I've got like no foundation coverage. I have so many different techniques on how to cover this. This just doesn't play into it at all for me. It looks thick, it looks heavy, it feels uncomfortable, it feels gross, it feels horrible. It just, there is a time and a place for this makeup, and that time and place is on stage or under very heavy like studio lights, professional lights, camera lighting, that kind of thing. This is not for every day, not at all. And I do feel like over the past like year or two, the makeup trend has changed a lot. People aren't really all out for full cover matte perfected skin. The younger generation that are coming up and through the makeup industry now are a lot more comfortable with showing off their skin, showing off their imperfections, and I'm all for it. Personally, for me, I love a full coverage foundation, but I don't have an issue going out like this. You will see all my videos, I start with my eyes, I do my base last. It's not something that affects me like it used to. This, I mean, if you want to do it, but it's not something I would ever do. It's not something I would do on clients. It's not something I would recommend doing, just because this is for stage and film and not for everyday life. If it was light outside, I would take you outside and show you just how gunky this looks in person. But yeah, that is all for today's video. I hope you liked it, I hope you enjoyed, and please make sure to give me a thumbs up. If you haven't already, subscribe. I really would appreciate it, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.